Yeah, so for me, I think it was quite accidental.
Okay.
Like, as you just mentioned, I am from Shimla. I started from my village only. Like, I did my schooling from my village school, like government schools in my village. Then, at that time, I was not aware, like, climate is a space, like, environment is something where I can look for jobs or make my career. But the thing was, like, गांव में होता क्या है कि it was like कि आपको बैंकिंग के एग्जाम्स देने, लाइक यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर द बैंकिंग एग्जाम्स और लोकल गवर्नमेंट जो आपके रहते हैं. देन सडनली द शिफ्ट came into my life. Like I joined, I moved to Shimla city, and I did my bachelor's in commerce from there, and I was quite active during my college days. Like I was an activist kind of person, so that helped me a lot in shaping myself as an individual and getting an idea like what's happening around me. Then I started preparing for banking exams. I was in Chandigarh, and after 1 year I thought that I should like in the back of my mind it was like I should also look for some other alternatives. So what I thought was I'll go back to Shimla. I'll join university and I'll sit there in library and prepare for my exams, and I'll also complete some course there. So I prepared for one of the entrance exams, and I was selected for this MBA course. This was one of the like recent course there, MBA in rural development. So I selected for that course and I did my MBA in rural development. And while I was studying there, I started developing this interest towards the rural development and this development sector. So in the 4th semester, I think, I started working with an NGO, and I did an internship with them. Then after my master's, I joined them full time, and I worked with them for almost 2 years in Chamba district, which is one of the aspirational, like the only aspirational district in Himachal Pradesh. So I worked there for 2 years, and my work was mostly with the communities. And I used to work with the community on different issues. Environment was one of those issues. Then I got a decent idea, like CSR is one thing that I can explore. So I got an opportunity to work with Dabur India Limited. Then I shifted to Dabur, and I worked with them in Uttarakhand, and I was handling their CSR activities, plant level CSR activities in Uttarakhand. Like multiple activities were there. Like I was handling environment related activities, 10 livelihoods, skill development, all those activities. Then suddenly I was selected for SBI Foundation, and when I was selected in SBI Foundation, it was not like I'll be handling environment related projects. It was more like I'm a CSR professional. He has a decent knowledge of handling CSR projects, so I was hired for handling the CSR projects. But when I joined here, then I had this option either you can take environment or sports related projects. So I decided I'll take environment related projects because I have a decent interest in environment, and obviously I'm from Himachal and Shimla, so that connection was there. So I started working. That time environment vertical of SBI Foundation was very small, like only 5-10 projects were there. I was the first dedicated human resource for environment related projects in SBI Foundation. Then suddenly we sanctioned multiple projects. This vertical like grew, and I was promoted, and now I am leading this environment vertical. So I would not mention the NGOs, but yes, there are some projects I think through which we have created some decent impact. I would just like to mention like what work we are doing. So in environment we have 4 thematic areas. We are working on wildlife conservation, then restoration of ecosystem is another thematic area that we have. Then waste management is another thematic area, and renewable energy is one. So wildlife conservation mein we have 4 species. We are working for mitigating human and tiger conflict in Tadoba, where you visited. Then we are working on mitigating human and elephant conflict in Assam, Udalguri. Then we are red panda is our official mascot, and we are trying to conserve red panda and their habitat in Sikkim and Darjeeling. And vultures, we are also working for conserving vultures in one of the sanctuaries in Maharashtra only, I think near to Alibag. So I think these are some of the projects. Actually, the thing is, if you see CSR and the companies, a lot of companies are doing CSR activities. In environment, if you see, a lot of companies are doing environment-related activities. But most of them are, if you monitor them closely, if you see their work, most of them are mainly focused on plantation, water, like the basic activities that we do. But our approach at SBI Foundation is quite diverse. Like we are doing activities, like multiple activities at the same time. Like if we are working on the wildlife conservation, we are working on 2-3 species. If we are working on waste management is one of our biggest thematic area under this environment vertical. So in waste management, we have our own model called Waste No More. We started with DWAD in Bombay, where we established one material recovery facility with one of our NGO partner, and then all the waste of DWAD coming to that recycling facility, and then further getting recycled through different recyclers. We started with one project in Rajasthan, the remote rural location of Rajasthan, and we did small pilots in different geographies. Then we decided, yes, these are the things that we do, and we created our own model. Now what we are doing is every year we float an RFP where we invite NGOs to submit their proposal, but we tell them that this is our model, this is what we are trying to do. You submit your proposal in line with our idea. And now what we are doing is we are implementing the same project in multiple locations across India. As you mentioned about the grant, so I think grant is not an issue. Like we have enough amount of money, but the only thing is we'll have to look for certain things. So one is the due diligence. Like we are one of the leading public sector bank, and we are audited by CAG and different auditing agencies. So we'll have to make sure that all the compliances are there, all due diligence documents are there, and we guide our NGOs. Like whenever any NGO submit their proposal to us, and if it is in line with our idea, like whatever we are trying to do, we share them our checklist. Like this is the checklist that we have, like 30 documents are mentioned there. You submit these documents, but sometimes it becomes difficult for those NGOs also. I think this is something where we get the idea. Like if that organization has that patience and can fill all the information that we are requesting for, I think they have a decent processes and decent people in their organization. And coming to the proposal, the due diligence is one part. Then whenever we look for the proposal, I think 2-3 things are there. One is how good they have defined the problem statement, like what exactly is the problem, what solution they are proposing, and what will be the implementation model, and how good is the budget that they have prepared. I think these are some of the things that we look for. I think these are two separate questions. One is how I managed to get these people. Actually, when I got this responsibility to lead the vertical, it was very clear, like in back of my mind, I was very clear that I am not from the same background. I am not from the environment background. I have done some work. I am a CSR professional. So, but the team I'll get people from the field only. Like I have, like in my team, there are 6 people as of now in environment team. And all of them are from field. Like one has worked in a beer rescue center in Arunachal Pradesh. One girl is there who has worked in southern part of India. Then one person is there who has worked in Rajasthan with the community for water rejuvenation. So even like I got those people through my connections only. Like even before posting posting for the job vacancy, I started looking for the people in my connections. Like if you know someone, then we posted. Then I told them to apply. Like it was not like biased, but it was like, yeah, you'll definitely have the advantage. And second thing And that you mentioned ki, in this bureaucratic process how we are managing it, I think as a manager it is my responsibility to keep that balance, and that's what I'm trying for past 1.5 years to keep that balance between bankers and the profession.